What's up, everyone? I'm just going to go over some simple Lioranboard effects that you can do, just some move effects, along with some sounds, and then how to integrate that on your Twitch streams. Something easy, just to get our feet wet. This is my first video. I'll be posting more as time goes on, but let's just add a simple move effect. All right, we'll start with that. And if you guys have questions or something else that you want to see specifically, you can just leave comments below, and I will start working on making more of these videos. But let's get started. I already added a scene, and the reason why I add different scenes is I like to keep them organized and nested. So if you can see here, there's just a ton of different scenes that I have, just to keep everything organized. So I added a scene here called test, so we'll do that. I'm going to categorize it, of course. Going to put it in the right spot here, towards the top, just top, and we'll just put it in scene effects. All right. So scene effects here is what I categorize. So everything that happens on the entire image or the entire broadcast here, the screen, that's what's going to happen. So I have a test here, and then I'm going to add a image that's going to move. We'll just do test image. Always want to make sure that you hit unload image when not showing. This takes some of the load off of your PC, so it doesn't have every one of your images. I mean, depending on how much you have. I have a lot, so I have to have that checked, and I recommend that because once you start doing this, and you know things get carried away here, and you could have close to like 300 images on my OBS now. So here's an image that I just pulled off the internet. SpongeBob, nice and simple. There we go. SpongeBob is right there. And in order for him to show up on my scene, I'm going to add this scene into my nested scene. So this is scene effect nest front. So this is everything that happens at the front. Then I have one that's behind. If like something is going to bust through the stream, come from the back and rip it apart or whatever, I have like some behind, but I haven't done that yet. There's no effects that I have that. I only have some webcam stuff that I've done, but either way, here's the scene effect front. Okay, then I'm going to add a scene here, and that's going to be the one that I just made, which is test. Okay, so test is going to be there. So now SpongeBob's floating in the air on my scene. Okay, so we can go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that right now. And then we're gonna add, I just added sound, just a simple sound as well, so that can play, so it's not just the image. We'll do test sound and then close. We'll go ahead and we're gonna loop it for a little bit. It's gonna get a little annoying because it is SpongeBob's laugh that I have here. But in order to do, I just wanted to have it loop so I can kind of get the feel for what the volume is at. So we're going to turn that down. Also, I want to make sure that I can hear it. I know that it was coming through, but I can't hear it because right, so monitor only, mute output. There we go. I'll turn it down a little bit. Now I can turn the loop off. Turn that off. Let's turn the image back on here. Okay, so now that we see it, let's say we just want him to come from the bottom to the top. Okay, so there's a plugin that you're going to need, and I'll put the link below. What plugin you're going to need is the Move Source plugin, and that becomes like a filter that you can add here. So I just want him to come from the bottom and come up to the center of the screen, just like that. Not going to be too nitpicky about like the sizing and stuff. You can mess with that. I'll just show you how to do it. All right, so move source. We'll say test start, and then we'll have test end. Okay, so this is where I want him to end. It's just the way I name things. So test image, that's gonna grab the position of where it's at right now. Duration, I like to keep it around 750, so that's like kind of a smooth movement for him. And then I want to put this on enable and disable, trigger on enable and disable when move is done. Okay, so then that'll allow it to turn the filter off when it's done moving, so then it can keep pressing it in the Lioranboard, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So test start. So let's put him down here. So he's no longer on the screen, right? So test start. We'll go test image. Get transformed there. Let's turn this on 750 as well, and then enable disable as well. Okay. So then that'll have him come up and down like that. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, so we can lock that in. We can turn this off, so we don't want that on the entire time. And then we're going to go into Lioranboard, and we'll just add a blank button. We'll just say test move. I don't know, just a name. Then we'll add some commands in here, and we're gonna first we need to have SpongeBob turn on, right? So we'll go into the test. That's a scene that we created here, test. And it'll be test image. We just want that to turn on. We'll have it turn on. I like to have it at a second delay. So this is milliseconds. So I like to put it at a second just so, I can have some time from when someone redeems it and then it'll show up so I know what's happening. And then we'll do filter, change visibility. So since we just added the move source, that was a filter on there. So we're going to do that. We will add test, and then test end is where it's going to come up to the top, and then we'll say just toggle. You don't need to do true or false, just you can hit toggle because all it's going to do is just hit it. And then whether it's off or on, it's just going to turn. Since it's always going to be off after the move, you toggle it, it's just going to turn on. I just like to have it on toggle. Okay, so then I'll do that also at 1,000 or 1 second, so it'll turn on and move at the same time. And then we'll also have the sound come on. So we'll do sound and test sound and true. We'll do that at, I don't know, maybe 1,200 seconds. So it's kind of like he laughs, and then the sound comes off when he comes up to the top. You can also use this copy and paste, so you don't have to keep doing that over and over. So we'll do filter change, so we want him to go down before he turns off, so we'll have him go to start. Okay, so the start position, he'll come back down, and then I want him there for about 8 seconds, let's say. Okay, so we'll say 9,000, and then we can turn this sound off at 9,000. And then let's turn the source. We're gonna have the source turn off a little bit later. We'll say at 10,000. Okay, so that'll turn it off. All right, so that's pretty much it for the move source. All right, so then let's add it to Twitch. So what we're gonna do is we'll just add Twitch trigger. We're gonna go in here and do point redeem, and let's say I'm gonna call this test. Okay, that'll be what the channel is, basically what it needs to match exactly what the channel point redeem is. All right, so I'm just gonna call it test. And so when test is redeemed, it will enable this button to act. All right, so I can hit done. Then I'll save what's in there, and then I'll go into my board. This is my, well, I can't do that. And then let's just add it to Twitch right now. Okay, so we're gonna go into manage rewards. I'm not gonna add a picture or anything, but I'm just gonna go in here and I'm going to add this test redemption. Okay, so we'll just call it test. That's to match exactly. I'll just say it's 1 cost. I'm not gonna add any images, but you can, add little pictures and stuff to kind of give users the ability to know what they're redeeming. You can add a cooldown if you want. All that jazz doesn't really matter. And then boom, there, now it's in. So now this should work. So if I hit test, okay, and there you go. There you have it. That's just a simple way to have a little move effect with some sound. There's a lot more things that you can make that can make it a lot more complicated. Have them move in different positions, maybe not just come up straight like that, come left or right. But that's all the basics that you need to know in order to just have a simple move effect with an animation, and then have it react with the Twitch redemption. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for some more videos. Take care.